I'm Dean, and this happened when I was 19, working as a night janitor at an old community center on the edge of town. It was one of those jobs you take because it pays cash and fits around college classes. The place was ancient, with creaky floors and flickering lights, and it always felt too big for the handful of people who used it. Most nights, I was alone, mopping hallways or cleaning the gym, and I didn't mind the quiet. It was creepy sometimes, but I'd blast music through my earbuds and get through it. One night, I was scrubbing the locker rooms when my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. It said, "Check the basement storage. Left you something." I figured it was a prank from one of the day staff. Maybe someone forgot a jacket or a lost and found item. The community center had a basement level, mostly used for storing old sports equipment and holiday decorations. But I rarely went down there. It wasn't part of my usual rounds, and the place gave me the creeps with its low ceilings and damp smell. Still, curiosity got the better of me, so I grabbed my flashlight and headed to the stairwell. The basement was colder than usual, like the heat didn't reach down there. My flashlight beam cut through the dark, bouncing off stacks of dusty boxes and rusted metal shelves. The text hadn't said where to look, so I wandered past crates of tangled Christmas lights and broken basketball hoops, half expecting to find nothing. Then, in the far corner, I saw a small cardboard box that looked out of place, newer than the rest, with no dust on it. My name was written on the top in Sharpie, which made my stomach twist. I hadn't told anyone I was working that night, and none of the staff would have gone to this much trouble for a joke. I crouched down and opened the box. Inside was a single Polaroid photo face down. I flipped it over, and it was a blurry shot of the community center's front entrance, taken at night. In the foreground, barely visible in the shadows, was a figure that looked like me, standing with a mop. My hand started shaking. I hadn't been outside all night, and there was no way someone could have taken this without me noticing. I shoved the photo in my pocket and stood up, ready to bolt, when I heard a faint scraping sound, like nails dragging across concrete, coming from deeper in the basement. I froze, straining to listen. The sound stopped, then started again, closer this time. My flashlight beam darted around, catching nothing but more boxes and pipes. I called out, "Hello? Who's there?" My voice echoed, unanswered. I started backing toward the stairs, keeping the light trained on the darkness. That's when I saw it. A shadow moving along the wall, tall and lanky, with no clear source. It wasn't a person, not exactly, but it glided like it was following me. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I turned and sprinted for the stairs, tripping over a crate and nearly dropping the flashlight. When I reached the stairwell, I heard footsteps behind me, heavy and deliberate, like someone was walking just out of sight. I didn't look back. I ran up the stairs, slammed the basement door, and locked it. The community center was dead quiet, but I wasn't sticking around to check if I was alone. I grabbed my stuff and left, not even clocking out. Outside, I checked my phone to call my supervisor, but the text from the unknown number was gone, like it had never existed. The Polaroid was still in my pocket though, and when I looked at it again, the figure in the photo wasn't me anymore. It was just a dark, featureless shape where I'd been standing. I quit the job the next day. I didn't tell anyone about the photo or the shadow, just said I couldn't handle the hours. The community center closed a few months later, something about structural issues, but I heard rumors they found weird scratches in the basement walls, like something had been clawing its way out. I still have the Polaroid, but I keep it in a drawer face down. Sometimes, late at night, I think I hear that scraping sound again, faint, like it's coming from somewhere inside my apartment. I don't know what was in that basement, and I hope I never find out.